Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today I'm just gonna walk you through and kind of give you some more information about the things that we did in Berlin on our trip when we went there a couple of weeks ago. We took the train at like 9 a.m, arrived there at noon, and we arrived on Friday, and there was like a little social gathering that we went to. It was really cool. So on day 2, our two big destinations were the Natural History Museum as well as its botanical garden. And we first went to the Natural History Museum. It was really nice. We pre-booked our tickets. I think we spent a couple of hours in there just because it was also like raining, and we basically decided what to do on which day based on the weather. So while it rains, we went to the museum. After our little museum visit, we were pretty hungry, and I suggested that we go to this vegan sort of diner because I basically went to Berlin last year on a class trip, and we visited this diner once and it was really good. And we went there, and I can already tell you that we went there 4 times in the span of 6 days. If you ever happen to be in Berlin and need some food recommendations, then Swing Kitchen is definitely the one to go. But after lunch we decided, let's just also go to another thing, and that was the botanical garden. It is more like outside of the city, so it did take quite some time to get there, but we walked there. We also pre-booked our tickets, which is something that I recommend you always do no matter where you are, because I personally just like having tickets ready and not having to wait in line for like 30 minutes when you can just like do tap and then you have tickets. So sadly, when we arrived, it started to literally pour down, so we made our way straight into the greenhouses, or I think it's just one really big one, and then just explored that. And after that we walked a lot and we were kind of tired, so we decided to go back, but the greenhouse itself was really beautiful.
Got to the source of it through the riot and shield. Like if
not to go to Berlin, but to Potsdam, which is just a bit further away. You can take the train there. Like from the place we're staying at, it only took us like 10 minutes, so really not that far. And yeah, we explored everything that was to see there. We visited just some sites we saw on Google, and of course we also had to visit Sanssouci. I've never been there before, but it's just so beautiful there. The gardens are very pretty, and we also booked tickets for the inside. Now it was a bit more on the pricey side, but it was so worth it. Like the big hall with all of the paintings and everything, it was so gorgeous, and I was really happy that we went there. The castle was so beautiful, and the gardens, and also the ducks were really cute that were there.
Got to the source of it through the riot shield. Like if you ever know that, why you'll always be my maybe, not the one I really wanna draw.
As I said, we also looked at some other things. I didn't really film anything there, but it was really cool. It's called the Dutch Quarter, and basically all of the houses there look like they do in a lot of parts in the Netherlands, and it was really cool. One of my friends actually asked me like, "Oh, you were in the Netherlands, right?" And I was like, "No, I was in Berlin." Or like Potsdam, and they were like, what? After that we decided to just like drive around a bit, because basically there wasn't like enough time to do an actual activity, so we just decided to, you know, just take the tram, just get in, look where it heads, and then just get off at some random stop. And we ended up at the Brandenburg Gate, watched the sunset there. It was quite cool. On day 4, it wasn't that bad weather-wise, but still wasn't great, so we decided to just grab some coffee and have breakfast in a little cafe. So yeah, as I said, the weather wasn't that great, and I also really didn't film anything on that day, which was pretty sad, but oh well. We went to a little arcade. It was quite fun, but also really expensive, and I was really feeling like having ice cream, and so I was like, you know, do we perhaps want to get some ice cream? And yeah, then we both got ice cream. It was really great. Then we went shopping. Actually, not really shopping, just like kind of window shopping at the Mall of Berlin. We also had food there, but I think it was McDonald's, because I was also craving that. That pretty much rounds up day 4, and let's get to day 5. On day 5 we went to like a gallery, and they had paintings from like the 11th to the 16th century or something like that. All paintings they just have some kind of vibe, you know? So I was really enjoying it, and I'm also a huge fan of galleries. I already mentioned that we went to this vegan diner quite a few times, and guess what we did for dinner? we went there again. Day 6 is the end of our trip. It ended up in not really a disaster, but definitely not the way we wanted it to go. So basically, we decided to go out for breakfast. It was really nice. We had coffee and hot chocolate, and then after that we went to the Barbie movie, watched that, and after that we were like, okay, let's head to our train. And yeah, we changed, and the train was like 2 minutes late. No problem. 5 minutes over. All right, we actually had to change the train like 2 times, but the first time that we had to change them, there was only a bit of like the train being late, and that ended up in the train being almost an hour too late. So we were just kind of stuck there, and that meant we missed our connecting train. First, we were stuck in the middle of nowhere for an hour, and then second, we were stuck in Leipzig for pretty much the whole night. And our 2 options there were A, just take some random train and try to get a bit further to home and wait on the platform for like 3 hours at 3 in the morning, or book a pricey hotel and sleep there. And I don't know what option you would have chosen, but we chose a hotel. It was pricey, but it was alright. The hotel actually was pretty nice. We were pretty exhausted and just like slept, but we left the hotel at 11 a.m. the next day and then just headed home. It was a really nice trip. It was amazing for the first trip we kind of did together as like a couple, and it went really well. And yeah, it was really cool. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see each other next week. Bye bye!